Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. Look at that shit. Supergirl, Brainiac Bondage. Cubs, Padres. $1,500 tournament, 150 first place. Let's make some money. Good girl. Okay. You're so nice and cool, baby. All right. First up, the Cubs. On the mound for the Cubs, Matthew Boyd. 3-card Matthew. 3-card Matthew Boyd. Ian Happ. 3-card. Kyle Tucker. 8-card. 8-card Kyle. Saya Suzuki. Oh, he's back. All right, good. Saya Suzuki's a jack. More than likely going to be locked into every lineup. Michael Bush. 8-card. So Cubs are hot. Cubs got the hot bats. Dansby Swanson. 5-card. Nico Horner. 5-card. Pete Crow Armstrong. 9-card. 9-card Pete. Cubs got the hot fucking bats. Will they be cooled off by Mr. Nick Pivetta? Carson Kelly. 5-card. John Bertie. 2-card. Moving on to the Padres. On the mound for the Padres, Mr. Nick Pivetta. Nick Pivetta is a 3-card. 3-card Nick. Fernando Tatis Jr. 9-card. 9-card Fernando. We got a lot of nines here. We got 2 jacks here. Gavin Sheets and Manny Machado. So we have to just put Machado, Sheets, and fucking Saya Suzuki in the lineups. Not even look. But we always look. Luis Arez, 5-card. Manny Machado's a jack. Xander Bogaerts, 2-card. Oscar Gonzalez on the board. Jose Iglesias on the board. Connor Joe. It's a lot of new fucking faces here today. It was like a doubleheader. Connor Joe. Elias Diaz on the board. And finally, Tyler Wade. 2-card Tyler. Let's do this shit. As always. Matt Boyd. Got a lot of hot bats here, so I'm not sure if we can go pitchers. But we'll look. Boyd took the loss Friday as the Cubs fell 3-0 to the Dodgers, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits and 3 walks over 6 innings. He struck out 7. The veteran lefty was locked in a scoreless pitcher's duel with Yoshinobu Yamamoto through 5 innings. But a Tommy Edman 3-run homer in the 6th accounted for all the game scoring and stuck Boyd with his first runs and first loss of 2025. He left the mound after 98 pitches, and Boyd's had his impressive beginning to his Cubs tenure, posting a 159 ERA, 118 whip, and 17 Ks through 17 innings. He'll look for his 3rd straight quality start in his next trip to the mound, which lines up to come on the road next week in San Diego. He's on the list. He's not a lock. On the list, not a lock. 3 for 5 walk double. We've read this. 2 runs scored. We love you, Ian, but it's old news. We need some Nuga news. Kyle Tucker, this is old news. I'm assuming 2 for 4 to walk, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. He's hitting absurdly. We love him for it, but we've read it already. Saya Suzuki, who's a jack, started designated hitter and bat third in Wednesday's game versus the Padres. Suzuki missed 3 starts with right wrist soreness, but is feeling well enough to give it a go Wednesday in the series finale. The 30-year-old is sporting a 292, 390, 538 batting line with 4 homers in his first 17 contests this season. He's automatically on here because he's a jack. We're not going to lock the jacks up yet until we see if there's anybody else that's very impressive. You know what we're looking for? We're looking for those certain vocabulary words. Bush, 2 for 4, the solo home run in the win over the Dodgers. Bush and Pete Crow Armstrong, who went deep twice, provided most of the offense for Chicago. For Bush, it was his second long ball in as many days against his former team. The 27-year-old's off to a nice start in 2025 as he's slashing 315, 393, 593 through 17 contests. Bush will continue to sit most games against southpaws, but he's a legitimate offensive threat against righties. Well, holy shit. Legitimate offensive threat. That's enough to get you on the list, pal. Dansby Swanson. Nothing new. Old news. Nico Horner. 3 for 5 with a triple and an RBI in Tuesday's extra inning win over the Padres. The 27-year-old infielder provided the decisive blow, leading off the 10th inning with a triple off Yuki Matsui that brought home phantom runner Dansby Swanson. Horner has racked up 7 hits over the last 4 games, boosting his slash line of the season to 328, 371, 391 with 6 steals, 8 runs, 11 RBIs in 16 contests. Nico. Gotta get Nico in here. Hot fucking bats on this team. Pete Crow Armstrong. 3 for 4 to double, a run, an RBI, and a stolen base in Monday's loss to the Padres. After the day after belting his first 2 home runs of the campaign against the Dodgers, Crow Armstrong shined again with his second straight 3-hit performance. The speedy center field also logged his 7th swipe of the season, moving him into a tie for second place in that category across the majors. Crow Armstrong is below the Mendoza line with a 184 batting average as recently as April 7th. But since he's logged a trio of 3-hit efforts over the past game to boost his slash lineup to 257, 313, 432. With Saya Suzuki being all sore, we're going to make Pete Crow our fucking jack today. See if we end up regretting it. We're locking in Pete Crow Armstrong. The Crow. Time to take her home. Her dizzy head is conscience laden. Right there he is over there. Doop. Carson Kelly will start at catcher and bat 8th in Wednesday's game against the Padres. Good for you. Pete. John Bertie will start at third base and bat 9th. Good for you. Douche. Larouche. Arroz con pollo. Nick Pivetta earned the win Friday against the Rockies after allowing 3 hits and 1 walk in 7 scoreless innings. He struck out 10. 2 of the 3 hits were doubles off the bat of Kyle Farmer, but Pivetta was able to cruise Friday while not allowing a runner even reach third base. The right-hander now boasts a 1.59 ERA, 0.82 WHIP, and 18 Ks over 17 frames. Although he's been particularly dominant at home with an active 14-inning scoreless streak at Petco Park. Pivetta draws a difficult test to his home success against the Cubs and his next projected start. A tough test. Tough test. Let's write it down. Because we wrote down Boyd as well. Do we want to go with a fucking pitcher's duel? Let's finish the rest of these cards here. Let's finish these here cards. Right now, the only lock is Pete Crow Armstrong. Fernando Tatis went 2 for 4 with a pair of home runs, a walk, 3 total runs, and 3 total RBIs in Monday's victory over the Cubs. Tatis put the Padres on the board with a solo shot in the third and later contributed a 2-run blast in the eighth. The star outfielder went deep just once over his first 10 games, but he's been on a power surge, clubbing 5 homers across his past 6 contests. Tatis is now tied for the Major League lead with 6 home runs on the season, and he's tied for 5th with 16 runs scored while adding 12 RBIs, 6 stolen bases, and a 361, 429, 672 slash line. Yeah. He's in. We may avoid Pivetta today. A tough test to his home success, they say. So why don't we load up on the bats? Because you never know. So Tatis. Tatis. And Crow Armstrong. Luis Arez went 3 for 5 with a solo home run, a double, and 2 total runs against the Cubs in a 10-4 win Monday. Arez hit the second back-to-back homers with Fernando Tatis in the 8th inning as the Padres pulled away for their 11th straight home victory. The veteran infielder has all but wiped out memories of his slow start to the season. After going 0 for 13 over his first 4 games, Arez has boosted his average up to 282. That mark is likely to come up even further given that Arez has never batted less than 294 over a full season, and with 2 homers so far, he's already halfway to the 4 long balls he hit across 150 regular season games last year. Interesting. And he's connected to Tatis. Might get a little combo there. Maybe. Nobody's guaranteed until we're astounded by their card. Manny Machado, 1 for 4 to solo home run in Tuesday's extra inning loss to the Cubs. The blast shouldn't have happened as Machado popped up 2 balls in the foul territory during the same at-bat, but he got reprieves each time when they were dropped by Kyle Tucker and Gage Workman. Machado took full advantage of the extra chance, driving the 9th pitch he saw from Shodi Managa over the fence in left center field. It was Machado's second long ball this season in 18 games, and the 32-year-old has had an overall strong start to the campaign, slashing 313, 387, 507 with 6 steals, 7 RBIs, and 16 runs. Man's a jack with a good card. Get his ass in there. We're going to be ignoring the pitchers today. This is bats. This is bats, bats, bats. Lots and lots of fucking bats. Bats everywhere. Bats in the belfry. Mm-hmm. Nada. It's a boosh. Boosh. See how it works. We click the cards on the way down. Xander Bogaerts. Old news. Oscar Gonzalez. Called up from AAA El Paso on Friday. Gonzalez will replace Jackson Merrill on the 26-man roster after Merrill was placed on the 10-day injured list Tuesday with a right hamstring strain. Gonzalez has produced a 290 average with 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 7 runs scored, and a stolen base over 31 at-bats in 7 games at El Paso so far this season. The 27-year-old provides San Diego with another depth option in the outfield, with Merrill unavailable. Again, cheap. Somebody we could probably stick in as a 6 card. Always good to read your possible 6 cards. It's good to read all your cards. We're really fucking getting into it. That's what we draw from. Secrets. Julius Iglesias. 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, 2 walks, a run, 2 RBIs, and Sunday's win of the Rockies. The 35-year-old made his due on a fill-in for Jake Cronenworth, picking up his first extra base hits in 5th consecutive start. Iglesias capped off the scoring in a 4-run first inning with his first double of 2025 of Colorado starter Kyle Freeland. He then collected his second 2-bagger in the 4th. The veteran Iglesias, who raised his slash line to 292, 370, 375 of 27 plate appearances with the effort, will continue to get playing time with Cronenworth on the injured list. Meh. What else we got here? Connor Joe. Recalled from AAA El Paso on Monday. Joe was unable to crack the opening day roster coming out of spring training, but he'll join the Padres less than a month into the season after Brandon Lockridge joined Jackson Merrill on the 10-day injured list. Though he's primarily played at first base in the corner outfield during his first professional career, Joe has gotten some exposure to center field in AAA this season, could occupy the short start of a platoon at the position, with the lefty hitting Tyler Wade, while Merrill and Lockridge are on the shelf. Eesh. It's not impressive information, but information nonetheless. Elias Diaz, out of the lineup for Tuesday's game against the Cubs. Douche. LaRouche. Tyler Wade, starting in center field and batting eighth against the Cubs on Monday. Nobody gives a shit. All right. We got just about 4 cards in every one of these fuckers. Orez, Pivetta, Nico Horner, Michael Busch, Saya Suzuki, Matt Boyd. I think we're looking at Michael Busch if we can get him. That's probably the cheapest out of all these. Although Luis Orez is cheap too. Pivetta is the most expensive, Suzuki, then Busch, then Nico's there. So we got to remember the cards that we liked. We got these guys all down at the bottom. Tyler Wade. Top option at center field. He's the cheapest. Let's get Wade into these lineups and see what we got left to tinker with. It's a bunch of scrubs. Who's the best of them? Connor Joe. Platoon and center. All right. Can we get Busch? We can. With Connor Joe right underneath. All right. We can get Nico. No Busch, so we can get Nico. And underneath, Tyler Wade. So again, we grab Mr. Busch. And we can grab Elias Diaz. So 6 card. So Busch is over there at captain already. We grab a Jack over here. We grab Kyle Tucker with the hot bat, the hotter bat. Which is what we'll do. We're going to take Kyle Tucker. I think we should essentially lock in Tyler Wade as the 6th card and then take who's left that we could fit. So, like, it's essentially you take Tyler Wade, and if you got that much left over, you take fucking Nick Pivetta. In this tough test. Yeah, I like that. So, Wade. You lose Pivetta, but you can get Matt Boyd. Looking for a quality start. Here again, we grab Wade. We grab Pivetta. Pivetta is a beast. With Nico Horner right underneath. Wade. Boyd. Boosh. I think we definitely do Pivetta and Horner. This would be Wade and Diaz. Can you get Pivetta in there? Ish. Wade. Connor Joe. It's like you can't help it. Pivetta is definitely enticing. Elias Diaz. He's a Padres stacks. I thought Gavin Sheets was playing. I guess not. Pivetta. Wade. Connor Joe. Wade. Tucker. Oh, yeah. Pavetta. Bush. Pavetta. Connor Joe. Padres stacks here tonight. Pavetta. Iglesias. And then Pavetta. Corner. And finally, Pavetta. Ooh, no, I'm going to take Bush over Suzuki. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If fate and faith decide your fortune if you should win, blow your money right here on the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter.